Ready? What's up, everybody? BSports02 here. Hope you're having a great day today, and welcome to round number 8 of the NOFSRL Monster Energy Indycar Oval Series. Today we are live from the Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan for the Chevrolet 400. Today we now have 8 drivers. Did my live stream really go offline? Did it really just go offline? It shouldn't be offline. That's weird. It's saying here it went offline, so I don't know. I'm going to hold real quick until... I just want to make sure I am streaming before we do get this thing going. I do not trust this. I just don't. Just want to make sure I am live. My stuff is all loading up here real quick. It's pretty slow, if you know what I mean. Okay, go to my channel. I just want to make sure we are live and that nothing bad happened. Okay, we are live. Sweet. That's what it says on here, so I'm assuming we're live and we are good to go. Okay, so all that time was just wasted. We could have just flagged by now. And now my headset's beeping on me, which means that it is about to die as well. Great! Not too good start the stream, people. Lol. So let me change my headset first, then we'll continue the stream. Okay, so now we are good to go. Okay, so let's resume the stream. So, 8 drivers are now contending for the championship. Those 8 drivers are Cody Prince, Johnny Garner, Tammy Durek, Brian Webb, Angie Brown, Hayden Caldwell, Brad Stover, and Jake Rogers. Now let's mention this. Cody Prince was not supposed to advance to the next round. However, though, Cody Smart stole a win. Cody Smart was up 2-0, but Cody Prince stole a win, got the walk-off, and he is now advanced to the round of 8. And hello to everyone who is just joining the stream. Okay, so on the pole for today's race, the 10 of Edwin Mendez, the 16 of Angie Brown starts second. Let's go trackside for the command to start the engines. 33 drivers are all fired up. Hope none of these drivers have Rick Allen problems as we get to the green flag. We're all good to go here. It is a 50-lap race, extra 15 laps in case we need overtime. Let's hear your onboards we've got for today's race. start things off with the 2 of Cody Prince. Then it's the 4 of Johnny Gardner. 6 of Tammy Durek. 7 of Brian Webb. 16, Angie Brown. 20, Hayden Caldwell. 29, Brad Stover. And finally, the 98 of Jake Rogers. Michigan International Speed, the second 2-mile track we go to this season. The first one was Auto Club. Should expect the same racing here. However, the main difference is there is a little bit higher, a little bit steeper banking here. That could be a factor in today's race. Gotta watch out, by the way. In the inside lane, the first 2 rows, Chip Ganassi Racing. Then the next 2 rows are Team Penske. So we have a sold-out crowd ready to watch today's race. The drivers come off of turn number 4. Will any of our top 8 drivers advance to the semifinals? About to find out. Pace car makes the left-hand turn to pit road. The fans are on their feet. The flag, though, is in the starter's hands. Release the hounds. We are green in Michigan. It is a great start for Edwin Mendez. Angie Brown, the 16, will stay back in the second position. Here comes Tyler Scott in the 42, looking to the inside with help from Cody Prince. Turn 2, you have to watch out for. If these drivers start to go 3 or 4 wide, these drivers could. The driver on the outside could hit the wall, and I believe Tyler Scott just got loose. You probably won't check that out, as here comes the 5 of Dale Salzman trying to thread the needle for that second position. Here they come off turn 4. Mendez will lead the first lap. It's a great battle, though, for this second spot. Going over with that 16. Now these drivers are up to full speed. Scott and Salzman battle for the second position. Off of turn 2, many drivers hit the wall. Luckily there's no wreck. Oh, I caught. Never mind though. Josephine O'Neill goes around the 15. And also at the 20. Is that the 21? Yes, it is. Julia Sanderson. First caution of the day is out. Coming to the line, it will be Mendez. Scott will be third. Scott will be second, excuse me. Scott Salzman is third. Gondillo fourth. Brown fifth. Gregory sixth. Bright seventh. Allen eighth. McKean 9th, and 10th is Webb. Where are your rigged home track ratings? Not here, Tristan. I'm sorry. You see, the 6th may have suffered some damage. Tammy Durek. 21's down for the day. That's Julia Anderson. Let's watch what happened. So coming off turn 2, we'll watch this for the blimp. So I believe Kenny Stremme gets into the wall, into the 15. Oh, is that the 98? No, that's the 29. The 29 and the 98 have like cars that look alike, but close call for Brad Stover and Hayden Caldwell is man. Well, we'll mention that. And then Julius Anderson with the ARCA brakes. That's what happens when you are inexperienced with these Indy cars. He's a late replacement for Jim Shores, who got fired from Ed Carpenter Racing. See, the 6 got some damage in there. Let's watch. Looks like she did. Here's Tammy Durek. And the game crash is great. Luckily, though, I did save the qualifying before heading into this, so... Anyone in the chat that words about that wreck, you have a second chance now, boys and girls. So we can just click resume. That was just a test, people. That was just a test. This is what I hate the most about NR2003. In the middle of a race, then bam, crashes on you. Shouldn't crash again. So we'll just fast forward through all this stuff. We don't need to see who had the Rick Allen problems, but We'll stop it in case anyone did have a problem. It looks like no one did. Okay, so that's good. So let's try this again, okay? This time with no crashes. And by that I mean computer/game crashes, not car crashes. Calling it, you're gonna get messed up in the wreck. Tristan, watch your language, bud. Watch your language in the chat, buddy. Don't want any F-bombs or S-bombs, please and thanks. Sorry about it, by the way. So, let's try this again. Who will get it this time? So, we're green this time. Mendes does not get a good start compared to the start he had earlier on. Salzman already on the outside going 3 wide. Scott's going to help Mendes. But here comes Tyler Scott to the inside, going for the race lead. Salzman already in the wall. In turn 3, the two drivers side by side. Chip Ganassi Racing teammates. Nearly 4 wide for a moment. Brown's in the middle, on board the 16. As I believe Mendes just hit the wall. He did. He's riding it. Yes, Scott will lead lap 1. Here comes the 2 now. Cody Prince to the inside for the lead. On board down. The drivers come off turn 2. Many drivers in the wall. They keep the cars straight at least. Gondil looking at the inside, trying to go 3 wide. Sean McKean might have something to say about that. Almost going all the way to the bottom as the 16 now goes up in the wall. Scott will lead the second lap once again. Few drivers already hanging out in the back. Did we have a wreck or something? No, someone was very slow. Marty Johnson off the pace. Slowing down some of these drivers, most notably Brad Stover, Andrew Brown having some more troubles again. They're still keeping these cars straight. We're still green, luckily. Anthony Lopez all the way to the bottom of the track, slowing down many cars. Some of these drivers want to play it safe, you know, because they're just afraid the big one's going to strike. As you see the 24, John Jackets in the wall. And now you see 3 of the 4 Team Penske cars up there running together. You see Cody Prince, Eli Bright, Ryan Gondillo, all trying to help their driver that's contending for a championship out. They go down the backstretch. Prince doing a good job still in the lead. You see there's Bright in the 12th behind him. And now it looks like Eli Bright's going to look down low for the lead. He will. Gondillo will go with, but Gondillo might make it 3 wide. No, he'll go with Eli Bright. Coming to the line, a Team Penske 3 wide battle for the lead. Prince just let it barely, but now the new leader will be Gondillo in the 3 car. Off of turn 2, and it looks like someone got in the wall. I believe that was Cody Prince. He's in the wall again. He gets turned. But does he save it? He's trying to save it. And now he does not, they're wrecking. And this is the big one. Car's upside down. 2 of them. That's Michael Kelly on his roof. And still catching some air. Someone lost the roof. This Brad Stover in the 29. Kenny Stremme, Hayden Caldwell, Kealoha Hankins. Donovan Duth in the 26. A lot of torn up race cars after 5 laps. Let's see who else was involved. This Gregory, Brian Webb, Tammy Durek was in it. This Hankins, Stover was the one who lost the wheel in that. John Jackus in the 24, Julius Anderson, Johnny Garner may have suffered some damage. This Steve Morgan in the 88, Cody Prince caused it all, hitting the wall many times, trying to save that car. He's got guts, man. I do see some drivers already coming into pit road. Let's watch what caused our first wreck as we are under caution on lap number 6. So Prince all the way up high in the track. He gets up in the wall. Then he hits, I believe that's the 35 of Brandy Wub. Hits the wall again, trying to save it, but nope. The way he actually hit someone else, that was Gregory. He's trying to save it again. He hits Gregory once more. Gregory gets in the wall, and then Steve Morgan just spins him. And then watch all of these drivers. Nowhere to go. There goes Josh Hyatt into the safer barrier. There's Kelly upside down. That was Gregory who also went on, as we've looked in, like Tony Stewart in Talladega back in 2012. There's Stover losing the wheel, giving more air to Kelly. Alright, but let's see how much damage Cody Prince has. I mean, probably some minor damage on the right side. Everything else should be cleaned on that race car. Let's watch the onboard. Damn. Alright, you see that damage though, right from the both suspensions are damaged. Maybe even the wing is. It's probably all the damage to that car. It will affect him. I believe he can keep that race car going. Crashes again. Are you serious? If we are going to be here all night, oh my gosh. So you people here have another chance. Oh my goodness, come on. Why does this game have to keep crashing on me? It's the only application that's running at the moment. I'll mention that, by the way. Excuse me. Please, do not let this game crash. Alright, we're green. Let's hope this works this time. Great start for Edward Mendez. Angie Brown will go into the second position. Battle for third between Tyler Scott and Daryl Salzman. Some of these drivers already going 3 wide. Another backstretch. Some of these drivers are scraping the wall, not hitting it, at least. Turn 3, Angie Brown trying to look up to the inside on Edward Mendez, going for the race lead. They're side by side. Oh, Salzman riding the wall big time. He got way loose. He's out of the groove, but look at all the 4-wide racing going on the back of this path. Could lead to a huge wreck in the turns. Good job racing as clean as they can. Uh-oh, I noticed this. Gregory's gonna get turned. There he goes. Many cars around. Stover's in it. Josephine O'Neill's in it. Tristan Allen just suffered contact. Glenn Duthitt's in it. Racing back to the line, the first caution. So at the line is Angie Brown. Alright, Tristan, you gotta hope that this game does crash now. Eli Bray, Cole Baker, Brad Stover, Michael Gregory. Let's watch what happened. Coming up turn 2. Oh, it was actually Cole Baker in the 18. Excuse me. It's turned from the 63 of Keel. That's his teammate! Come on, you Dale Coyne guys. First Stover. Now Michigan. This is the second week in a row that these guys have done this. Stover goes around. There's Gregory. Duthitt. There's Eli Bright. Look at Tristan Allen. Watch this. He has that crash miss. Bam. Just touches. Tristan, just because you're in here, let's see how much damage you got. Just a tiny bit of right front, but you should be all good to go. See, I'm done here. Okay. Sorry, that's not my problem. Blame my computer, not mine. Don't blame me. watch the first onboard here with Johnny Gardner. Just missed it. Here's Tammy Derrick calling it. The game crashes right here. Misses it. Great job by Derrick. I'm not gonna watch Brian Webb because he's got like the same on board. Let's see, does Hayden Caldwell have good perspective of this? He's in the back. Hayden Caldwell, here's the game crashing. No, it's not. I'm just gonna keep saying that so the game keeps not crashing. He misses that one barely. Let's watch a driver who did not miss that crash. Let's go Brad Stover. Game crashes. Just has nowhere to go. What a tough break for Stover. So Tristan Allen, you should still be... Yeah, you're still in the race. You're just back in 26th. So let's just accelerate through this. Oh yeah, we gotta go one more lap. There we go. We'll have to go till we get to the restart. Luckily, all 33 drivers are still on the track. Here's the leaderboard as of right now. Angie Brown, the race leader. Tyler Scott second. Cody Prince third. Edwin Mendez fourth. John Jack is fifth. Ryan Gondillo sixth. Sean McKean seventh. Brandy Webb eighth. Josh Goot is ninth. Grayson Osfedo 10th. Anthony Lopez 11th. Steve Morgan 12th. Michael Kelly 13th. Cody Smart 14th. Jake Rogers 15th. Johnny Garner 16th. Kealoha Hankins 17th. Ryan Webb 18th. Josephine O'Neill 19th. Don Medusa is 20th. Let's go behind Duthet. 21st, Julius Anderson. 22nd, Hayden Caldwell. 23rd, Tammy Derrick. 24th, Kenny Stremme. 25th, Josh Hyatt. 26th, Tristan Allen. 27th, Glenn Duthet. 28th, Marty Johnson. 29th, Michael Gregory. 30th is Brad Stover. 31st, Eli Bright. 32nd, Daryl Salzman. And 33rd is Cole Baker. Be a single fire restart. All 33 drivers are still on the lead lap. Green flag. Tyler Scott jumping all the way up to the high side. He might try and wait for Mendez. They might try and work together, but meanwhile, Cody Prince will go for that second position. Prince has that. He's going for the race lead now on Angie Brown. Side by side off of two. Behind those two drivers are the Ganassi teammates. Prince the race lead. 3 wide for the second position. Mendez looking down low. And Brown is in the wall. As well as Jackus. So the Ganassi teammates will battle it out for second. Mendez has that. Here comes the 3 of Ryan Gondillo. Gondillo to the bottom. They're going to go 3 wide off turn 2. Just barely though. Jackus in the wall once again going down the backstretch. Mendez to the race lead. 3 wide once again. Scott in the middle. It's Ganassi sandwiched by Team Penske cars, which are the red. And as Prince goes in the wall, and Acevedo got way loose. He almost got in the grass. Luckily, he's still going, though. They're 3 wide for 5th. Battle for second on between Gondillo and Scott. Gondillo will keep the second position. There's the 11 car, Josh Goot. He's in 4th. All single file racing going on at the moment. These drivers up front are playing. Oh my gosh, a big accident in turn 3. That is the 7 of Brian Webb. Taking a major, like I saw his car go airborne. My oh my, Brian Webb. Let's watch this. This is going to be scary. Nope, we're just going to go back from this. My gosh. Oh, that's what happened. Alright, so coming off turn 2. Davin Dutha hits the wall into Brian Webb. Someone turned Webb. I think Caldwell turned him. Let's look. Caldwell just touched him, and then watch this. He's gonna RKO someone. But it costs him, takes himself out. He's in the grass, he can't control his car. Gets hit by someone. Oh, he took himself out. He just did a barrel roll up in the air, pulled a Matt Crafton. Look at this. No one touches him. Look at Dutha. Barely misses the 7. Holy cow. He was holding his breath big time. And that was Dutha, I believe, that hit him. He actually got a little faster. Watch this. From a 197. Oh, he went up to 211. 211 miles an hour. Alright, here we go. Brian Webb, game crashes. No, it doesn't. Thank goodness. Watch this. See how the engine revs up? Getting the car faster? Then watch this. Bam! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness these cars are super safe. He is okay. I wish Dutha had an onboard camera, but does anyone have an onboard camera ahead of him? Let's look real quick. Ooh, Gardner has an onboard. Watch this. Wow. Those guys that are watching in turn 3 must be going must have been going nuts. He must have used the 2018 push the 2018 push to pass. That's pretty funny. So Webb is the first retiree of the day. Let's fast forward. Okay. So 32 drivers now on the track. All of them are on the lead lap. Ryan Gondillo is the race leader. Tyler Scott second. Josh Goot is third. Sean McKean fourth. Cody Prince fifth. Brandy Webb sixth. Steve Morgan seventh. Jake Rogers eighth. Excuse me. Michael Kelly ninth. And Johnny Garner is 10th. Tammy Dirk 11th. Julius Anderson 12th. Aiden Caldwell 13th. Tristan Allen 14th. Kenny Strummy 15th. Dale Salzman 16th. Michael Gregory 17th. Glenn Dutha 18th. Marty Johnson 19th. Brad Stover 20th. Cole Baker 21st. Josephine O'Neill 22nd. Angie Brown 23rd. Donovan Dutha 24th. Edward Mendez 25th. Grayson Acevedo 26th. Anthony Lopez 27th. Cody Smart 28th. Kilo Hankins 29th. 30th is John Jackus. 31st, excuse me, Josh Hyatt. 32nd, Eli Bright. Really interesting. I've been noticing this. A lot of teammates are working together. Like, look at this. That's a 6, 21, 20, 20, all from the same team. 27, 28 all together. We had another group. The 15, the 16. That's what it was. Ready for the restart. Let's see if Gondillo. See how Gondillo will do in this. Oh, Cole, I didn't realize you were in here. You wish you were that siren car. A great restart for Gondillo. They're going 3 wide for 4th position. Here is Brandy Webb in 35. Trying to take that spot away. Webb takes that. And here's the battle for the race lead. Tyler Scott inside of Ryan Gondillo. Gonna be close to the line. It will be Ryan Gondillo. Just barely. Watch your language in the chat, by the way, Cole. Just to let you know, bud. Goots going for the 2nd position. He's got that. Webb and Gondillo for 3rd. And now Goot goes for the race lead. They're side by side out to number 4. It is Goot just barely. Great pack racing. Watch closely off of 2. Someone could hit this wall in this pack. Luckily no one did, but someone in the back did. Edwin Mendez, he's way loose. You can see right over there, he saved it. Gondillo trying to look to the bottom of Goot for the lead. He's going for it. Jake Rogers in the 98 into the wall. Falling back a little bit. Still side by side for the race lead. The low line is much better. He's got that. Now here comes Brandy Webb in the 35. And Goot goes in the wall. So does Tristan Allen. Allen loses some spots. As Carlos still going, we stay green. Scott going to the bottom for the lead. Gondillo all the way up the track. Side by side still. Scott. I believe it was Tyler Scott. It was. Gondillo does not have a good draft compared to Scott. There's Sean McKean going to the bottom of the race lead. The winner of Kansas. And Brandy Webb just touches the wall. Watching closely as the drives come off turn 2. You saw Josephine O'Neill just flip it. McKean and Scott side by side. As Gondillo goes in the wall, as well does Brandy Webb. And they're going to go 4 wide. My goodness, what's going on with Brandy Webb? She's got a problem with that race car. She just went from, I want to say 5th, and now she's all the way back in around 17th. Whoa, watch out, Jake Rogers getting way loose. He had a close call as well. Meanwhile, up front, McKean still has the race lead. They're going to go 3 wide for 2nd. Steve moving to the bottom. Cody Prince in the middle. On board that 2 machine. This is a championship contender. We'll mention that as well. 19 laps are complete. Ooh, watch out, Michael Kelly trying to get aggressive. Shove his way down there. End of the 8. Way loose saves that. Oh my goodness. Michael Kelly, close call for him. Now the top 2 trying to pull away. 3 wide for 3rd. Scott all the way up the track. He's in the wall. Just clips the ending of that safer barrier. He's going to go back a few spots. On road to a Cody Prince now. He's looking at the bottom on Sean McKean for the race lead. Is there a female racing? There is a female racing. I will tell you the list of the females that are racing. We got Tammy Durek in the 6 that's racing. We also have Angie Brown in the 16. We also have, let's see, who else do we have here? Brandy Webb in the 35. And that's all the females we do have racing, to answer your question. Jake Rogers was actually in the pits. He's back on track. So is Tristan Allen and Brad Stover. They were in the pits. They're 2 laps down. That is in. I don't know how they. What the heck happened? When did they? Let's watch this closely. See when they had to come in. So they fell back. Did they get turned? Oh, those 2 guys decided to play some strategy, I'm guessing. In case these drivers do have to come in. Does PTA physics? Yes. So you know what's really interesting about this? All 3 of those drivers that did come into pit road, all from Andretti Autosport. As Michael Kelly to the race lead, Ryan Gondillo, though, tries to make it 3 wide for a moment. You guys stayed out under the yellow. Yeah, true, you guys did, but no one else came. But no, not a lot of people. Many people stayed out under the yellow. Tristan, I'm going to mention that as well. As these drops go down the backstretch, they're still battling for second. Cody Prince wants to try and help Gondillo. He wants to get to that low line as quick as he can. But Gondillo may not need that help. He's running to the inside for the race lead as Morgan goes into the wall. Side by side into turn number 1. Gondillo going to the lead. They're still side by side. Kelly not giving up in that 8 car. And now Prince gets to the low line to try and help his teammate out. Goot to the inside. Doesn't have enough momentum just yet. He slides back behind the 3. He's got no draft though. Neither the 3 or the 11 have a draft. Now they get back in the path. Goot now on the inside for the race lead. But Cody Prince going 3 wide for a moment. On road got 2. And I see some lap traffic behind. You see that little moving dot into the number 3. Meanwhile, watch out for Gondillo. He's going to go in the wall. He's in it, and he could be riding it. No, he is not. That little dot, that is the 18. That is Cole Baker. For second, Cody Prince, Michael Kelly. He does not have a draft at all. Behind him, though, that's that 41 car of Glenn Duke that trying everything he can, just can't do it yet. Flashbacks of Indianapolis. Kelly to the inside for the race lead. What's going to happen with Cole Baker? He is a damaged race car. 182 versus 192. I'll watch this very closely. Baker in the middle of the track. He just got shown the blue flag. He's got 3 consecutive laps to let this pack go. Dutton and Kelly side by side for the lead. Oh my goodness, look at all the close quarters right here. Baker's going to put Goot in the wall. There they go, big crash. Anderson, Baker, and Goot in it. Oh my goodness, that is what lap traffic does here at MIS. Caution flag is out. Racing back to like Cody Prince in the wall. Almost takes his teammate out. Kelly leads that lap to the line. This is going to help those drivers that are two laps down. Rogers, Allen, and Stover. They will probably begin a wave around. They will be 1 lap down on the inside line. So let's look at your top 10 at the moment. It's Michael Kelly, Kenny Stremme, Glenn Duke, that's Sean McKean, Tyler Scott, Ryan Gondillo, Cody Prince, Anthony Lopez, Steve Morgan, and Donovan Duthet. Let's find that 21. There he is, Julius Anderson. Watch this. Look at this. Baker trying to let the pack go. He lets 3 of those drivers go. But look at this. That's 5 wide at Michigan. How do you see that? Look at this. He just cuts that 11 off. He's giving him no room. And then Julius Anderson just has nowhere to go. And let's show you how this brought out the caution, because they were spinning in the apron. You see, right when the 18 spun, Gondillo just passing, he might have suffered some damage to his right wheel cover. That prevents the cars from going airborne, doing wheelies, I'll say. But yeah, as you see the pit stops happening, a few drivers staying out. Look at this! The 77 has decided to stay out, Anthony Lopez, so he will have control of the lead. So we will accelerate through this. You have a few drivers lined up on the inside line. You've got Jake Rogers, Tristan Allen, Durant Stover, those three drivers from Andretti. Then you got Dale Salzman, Cole Baker, and Josh Goot. I had to think, wait, isn't Josh Goot a friend related? But no, he was in that wreck earlier on. So a few drivers came in, a few drivers stayed out. After the shuffling going on, the race leader, Anthony Lopez. John Jackus is second, Josh Hyatt third, Kealoha Hankins in fourth, Angie Brown fifth, Cody Smart sixth, Grayson Acevedo seventh, Eli Bright eighth, Michael Kelly ninth. I believe that's the first driver that came in. Glenn Duthert is 10th, Sean McKean 11th, Steve Morgan 12th, Donovan Duthert 13th, Hayden Caldwell 14th, Julius Anderson 15th, Cody Prince 16th, Josephine O'Neill 17th, Kenny Strummy 18th, Tyler Scott 19th, Randy Webb is 20th. Brian Webb, the only driver out of the race. 26 drivers on the lead lap, 32 drivers on the track. Speaking of that, of 32, that's the lap we're on at the moment. Watch what these Andretti cars do on the low end. They could affect some of these drivers up high. And the highest Andretti car right now at the moment, I want to say it's the 26 of Donovan Duthert. And it is. We're ready for the restart. Back to being great restart from Anthony Lopez. Gonna get down low in front of the 98. The 24 spun the tires on the restart. And now let's see what those Andretti drivers are gonna do. Oh, those drivers plus Dale Salzman are gonna try everything they can do to get back on that lead lap. One lap down, unless you're Jake Rogers, Tristan Allen, and Brad Stover, you're 2 laps down. But Salzman wants to get back on that lead lap as quick as he can. Lopez doing a good job out in the lead at the moment. They're going to go 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide. Let's call it. Jackus is in the wall. He's going to ride it. He is going to ride that wall for now. Lopez doing a good job in the lead. In second is Josh Hyatt. Third is Angie Brown. A win for Angie Brown would get her into the semifinals. Jake Rogers affecting the progress of these drivers on board that 98. Trying to make sure we don't have a caution flag as Hyatt. He barely gets in the wall. Here's the battle for second. Brown trying to look to the inside. He's trying to go up. She's trying to go up the middle. 3 wide in the turn 1. As all of this is going to help that 77 pull away. Off of 2. Hyatt hits that wall pretty hard. Going to slow his car down. Here comes the 5 of Salzman. But he's trying to get to that lead lap as quick as he can. This is the battle for second between Angie Brown and Grayson Acevedo. Brown all the way up the track. Does not hit the wall. Close call there. But these drivers trying to get up to Anthony Lopez as quick as they can. Here goes the 14 of Acevedo to the bottom. But the 16 doing a great job with the draft. He's trying. In fact, Brown will get by Acevedo and go to the second position. Salzman now tries to get underneath that 98. Has that at the moment. He's in 27th. Look at all these drivers on the high line. Oh my goodness, all those drivers on the high line could have led to a huge wreck, but it's leading to Grayson Acevedo riding that wall. He's having a good car at the end. Here comes Steve Morgan and his teammate Kilo Hankins. As McKean was in the wall. Acevedo was in the wall once again. Salzman trying to do everything he can to try and keep that one lap down. Here comes Jake Rogers. Morgan's in second. But right now, out in front, Anthony Lopez is because I've talked about these two in the same sentence a lot this season. Lopez and Steve Morgan, I would say they're frenemies actually. I've never seen a big fight happen from that. Salzman actually got on the wall after Glenn Duthet. Salzman almost caused a wreck. He almost got spun. It's got off in third, Kilo Hankins and Josh Hyatt. Onward at 98, doing some drafting with the 88. They've caught up to that 77. Rogers the lead there. Close quarters racing here off turn 2. Salzman in the wall once again. That's why 3 wide doesn't really work coming off turn 2 here in Michigan. You see all these drivers going single file and 2 wide as a result. 63 looking underneath the 98. $11 laps to go. Here comes the 26, Donovan Duthet going for 5th. Or for 4th, excuse me. But Steve Morgan has... excuse me, a little bit stuffed up. Steve Morgan has caught up to Anthony Lopez. Here comes the 63 of Kilo Hankins. He wants to try and help out Morgan. We've reached 10 laps to go here in Michigan. It's going to be a great battle for the race win. Anthony Lopez has done a great job out in front since the last restart, but Steve Morgan has caught up to the back bumper. The 63 has passed the 98. He is gone. He's gone into 3rd. Here's the battle for 4th. 3 wide. Cody Prince, Donovan Duthet, and Josh Hyatt. Hyatt backs out of the battle. He's going to play it safe. But there's 10 laps to go. He's got to try and defend these spots as Steve Morgan has just taken the lead from Anthony Lopez. Just barely over the 77. Look at the gap. What was it at the line? 4 1,000ths of a second. That was close, but Lopez doing a good job in the draft. Now we have a battle, but Lopez does a great job with the draft. He keeps the race lead. Morgan in the middle. Here comes the 63 Kilo Hankins. He stays behind his teammate. That should give Morgan the lead at the line. It will. Barely again. Now I want to see that gap at the line. I believe that was a smaller gap, if I'm correct. Yep, 5 1,000ths of a second. And I see another car. That's the 11 of Josh Goot. Lopez in second. And now Lopez looks to the inside for the race lead. Oh, Jake Rogers all the way up behind the track. He gets in the wall. Almost takes his teammate out of Duthet. Close call. Lopez still has the race lead. My goodness, Anthony Lopez is not giving up. But what's going to happen to that 11 of Josh Goot? Will he try and block the high side? Oh, he's going to block the high side. Here goes Steve Morgan for the race lead. He blocks the 11. He blocks both lanes. But Morgan will get that low one open. He'll take the race lead. Look at the 98. Jake Rogers all the way on the high line. Trying to get that high side working. Kealoha Hankins to the bottom for the lead. 6 to go. Blue flag shown to Josh Goo. He's got 3 consecutive laps to give up to let these drivers go. But now enter Cody Prince. He is up there in the pack trying to win this one. He's in the 3rd position on board. Get the Dale Point teammates in 1 and 2. Last week at Dover, they took it to the route, but we have a caution on the track, I believe. Do we? We do! Oh, that changes everything. That's going to send us into a 1-lap shootout. I believe it has something to do with Sean McKean. Let's watch what happened. And it did. Off of turn 4, he got into the wall. I got into the 14. That's the 6 in it as well. Spins out. And so that is going to send us into a 1-lap shootout. Holy smokes. Now what's going to happen with these drivers that did not come in? Let's watch pit road closely. See if any drivers come in. You see the 61's going to come in. That's Hyatt, I believe. It's Hyatt, but I believe he will come in. He will. He's going to give up his 7th place spot. He must be very low on fuel, which he cannot make it. As is Tammy Durk and Grayson Acevedo. So this will give us an interesting restart. Here's why. Look at these drivers that are on the inside line of this restart. You got Daryl Salzman, Cole Baker, Jake Rogers, Tristan Allen, Josh Goot, and Brad Stover. We'll have to see who lines up where for this restart. We go through. There's 1 lap. We go through again. There's the lights off. Let's see who goes to the bottom line. It's Jake Rogers. And it's Tristan Allen. Those 2 drivers will be a main factor in this finish. Josh Green in the bottom, he is a slow car, like we just noticed. Race leader, Kealoha Hankins. Steve Morgan, he's 2nd. Cody Prince is 3rd. Brandy Webb is 4th. Anthony Lopez is 5th. Michael Kelly is 6th. Donovan Duthit 7th. Angie Brown 8th. Josephine O'Neill 9th. Kenny Strummy is 10th. Back here, Julius Anderson 11th. Tyler Scott 12th. Hayden Caldwell 13th. Ryan Gondillo 14th. Glenn Duthit 15th. Edwin Mendez 16th, Cody Smart 17th, Michael Gregory 18th, Johnny Gardner 19th, and Marty Johnson is 20th. Final restart in the race. Who is going to win it? This may be the greatest restart, the biggest restart in the Indy of the season so far. Anything can happen. Who is going to win it? Six rows are double file. Everyone else single file on the high line. Hankins, Morgan, Prince, Webb, Lopez, Kelly, Duthit, Brown, O'Neill, Strummy, green flag, 1 to go. And Rogers and Allen, like we were talking about, get a great restart. But these Dale Coyne drivers are going to try and work together as best as they can compared to the Andretti drivers. Let's see what happens. Brandy Webb, the first driver on the lead lap to the bottom line. Going down the backstretch. It's going to be close. It's going to be a battle between Hankins and Morgan. Dale Coyne drivers will battle for this race win. Morgan to the bottom. 3 wide. Hankins all the way up the track. Here they come off the final turn. Steve Morgan is going to get the win here in Michigan. Play the spoiler today. As everyone is finished. So Steve Morgan wins. Cody Prince, 71 thousandths of a second away from victory. Anthony Lopez, 3rd. Brandy Webb, 4th. Kealoha Hankins falls back to 5th. Michael Kelly 6th, Donovan Duth at 7th, Angie Brown 8th, Josephine O'Neill 9th, Ryan Gondillo rounds up the top 10. All the drivers in the top 10, all rookies except for Cody Prince. Only one driver failed to finish the race, and that was Brian Webb. So let's save this. Let's see, I gotta see what race we are on. Go to meals, S2R8. So let's export this. Let's get this stuff loaded up here on Challenge. Exports and imports. There's that. Let's load up Chrome. Go here. We'll get on to challenge.com. I don't need Facebook. How do I close that? There we go. So I believe who beat out who? Derek, did she beat Stover? She did. So Tammy Derek is up 1-0. I can use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Give me one. I really have to go to the bathroom. Come here, Beverett. Okay, I'm back with my cat. You want to say something to my... Shut that door, please. I have a cat in my room. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. So we will do Derek there. See here. Rogers, or I believe it was Caldwell. Yep, Caldwell over Rogers. Prince beats Garner. And easily Andy Brown. So here's how we look. Derek right now is up on Stover 1-0. Caldwell up on Rogers 1-0. Prince up on Garner 1-0, and Brown up on Webb 1-0. So right now you got right now the underdogs, or actually let's look at this real quick. One underdog. So 3 of the 4 favorites in this are winning, but the Dirk trying to pull off a huge upset of 24-1 upset. So yeah. So the next race we'll do is going to be tomorrow. Close out of this. We'll be going to Gateway for the Eris 500. And then we will be heading to Kentucky to finish out the round of 8 for the Moyer 300. So that is going to do it. It beats Sport 02. Saying so long. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I believe, before I go, I think, what time do I want to stream? I think I'll stream tomorrow morning before the Xfinity Series race. That's what I'm going to... Yeah, I think we'll do that. Do it safe. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.